Ooh. Well, that was different.
That was a very pleasant intro.
Yeah, it's just numbers. No music,
Mm,
nothing, just different. Like,
it was a very reserved, clear intro.
oh, really? Yeah. I
Yes.
guess I am. I'm a little hard on the intros, aren't I? Yeah. Like,
Mm.
but this is something different. We don't normally. Well, it's daytime for one. It's not
mm.
nighttime. Yeah. When I'm usually streaming, I'm not usually out here. It's morning for you, isn't it? Like, right?
It is. It's 10:30. Nice,
Mm.
nice early morning.
Yeah. Well, Happy New Year, even though it's like the second for you. But it's the first day of
Yes.
2025 for me. Yeah.
Happy New Year to you too.
Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody out there. Hi, Karen. Happy New Year. Icarus, it's good to see you.
Hmm.
Well,
Happy New Year.
yeah. All right. So yesterday they did the announcement of the awards, but it was like New Year's Eve, so I didn't want to do anything. But we were at. I think everybody knows we were both quite upset at the Game Awards. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, a little bit of an understatement.
yeah, a little bit. Like there was like such a big thing, and I know some people are confused, like because not that many people like us even know how Astrobot even got in there. Yeah,
I I am very confused actually.
yeah,
I actually
yeah.
saw I this is how little I actually know about Astrobot, but like I saw a post on Reddit actually talking about Astrobot 6 years ago.
Really. It
Yeah,
took a
so
it took them 6 years to steal all their content from another game. Like,
well,
wow, it takes a
no,
long time to mimic another game, doesn't it?
a-
Like, seriously.
apparently well, Astrobot only came out in September, so I'm guessing it must have been something like a early access.
Ah,
At least that's what I'm uh, telling myself.
oh, I don't know. See, you know much more about this stuff than I do. I'm just going to be the sidekick here today. Like,
Well, they often do a early access with a lot of stuff, but yeah, it's is interesting to say the least.
mm. Well, Icarus, they not only did they steal the name, I actually feel they did steal the content because they actually modeled it almost exactly to some other games. Mario for one, wouldn't you say, Rick?
Mm,
In actually some actual scenes and everything, the Astrobot does exactly the same thing as in other
or at
games
least
to
close
start,
enough.
or close enough to be like a competitive. And since it's like gaming systems against each other, it's a well, it could be a compliment to the other game, which is a standard, but it was totally unnecessary. Like nobody needed Astrobot. There was no, like, my personal opinion is there was no market for it. There was no need for it. Nobody was clamoring for it. Nobody was like, "Oh, Josh, that would be a great idea. Let's just do that." It is a stupid, silly game. In other
It
arenas, not
was,
gaming, it would actually be called plagiarism and not be supported. And yet they stuck it in there for the Game Awards and gave the best game against every other producing well played and popular game out there. Like, wow.
and I even checked some gameplay of it, and it's essentially a giant infomercial for PlayStation. It
Exactly.
Everything in there is like you fly. There's a part in the game where you're flying on an airship or like a glider thing, and the glider is literally a PlayStation controller that's
Hmm.
that's been changed a little bit to like look like it should be able to fly. Is
Hmm.
is it's wild. Like why? How who it is 100% like shameless,
Yeah, that.
and it's oh, it's
But
frustrating.
I mean, I know that people get ideas from other people and stuff like that, and it's not uncommon to mimic some types of games and things like that, some standards. But this actually showed a lack of actual genuine creativity or inspiration completely. Like, it's just dumb. It's just absolutely dumb. Icarus
Mm-hmm.
was asking, is it closer than Pal World? Like, because I mentioned Mario.
Um, it's pretty. It's definitely on par, if not a little closer.
Hmm.
It it is shameless either way.
Hmm.
I wonder if I could bring up a video of
Oh, we want to bash Astrobot. Let's
Astrobot
get the let's get the bashing of
versus,
Astrobot out of
versus
the way.
Mario.
Yeah, because then we don't have to talk about it anymore because they're not in the Steam Awards at all. Thank goodness. We don't even have to address them as a contender. Hey, Jin,
Mm-hmm.
thanks for bringing the first grope of the season here, 2025. He told us to hold the fuck up, like, well, he gets the grope stuff. Sorry, Jin, we started without you. I do apologize. It's not.
Okay.
We can't start
Um,
2025 without a good grope. Jinsu, grope away.
let me see.
I like the little background you got going on here with the Steam Awards thing.
Thank you. Okay, let me bring this one up. This one might be good. Okay, so this is Astrobot versus Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, here you go,
So
Icarus. This is what I was talking about. Yep.
that sort of like this is okay. I don't care. Like how else are you gonna make it shiver? Like these little things here is very kind of like unsurprising. But like
Well,
if
this
you remember much about Mario, that uh this is
yeah, look at that.
even
It's like
even the
exactly.
music is kind of super similar. That's that.
Hmm.
And obviously a robot can't drown.
Hmm.
There's a sleepy thing.
And yup,
And
and
then
yup, it does the same
where is
thing.
it?
Yup.
Ah, yeah, there we go. And then it uses the sleep action. So if like they've essentially copied it
They,
enough to make it noticeable, but not enough to cause probably any legal issues.
but the real thing is the scenarios. They may change the background, but the movements in the scenarios and the gameplay were almost movement for movement in some of these scenes. And that's what really struck me.
Mm,
Because, like, any character can fall asleep, any character can grab a coin. But when they actually mimic the whole actual gameplay for a whole scene, and they have,
where is it?
they just change the backgrounds and the characters, but they mimic the actions, the whole play, like everything you need to do. Like that was just bold and dumb.
Mm,
Yeah. Mm. Hi, Cass. We're we're
trying to
we're just up here
find.
bashing Astrobot a little bit. We're trying to make the new year better for Record. He's been like really upset about Astrobot. Me too, actually. I thought that was. I don't even game, and I was appalled. I don't even play either. Any of the games. Well, except for golf and a couple
Golf
of
with your
others.
friends is fun.
It is fun. I want to do that again. Some more.
Yeah, we should do that again.
We need
What
to
do people
practice.
do people enjoy the last time we streamed golf with your friends? For anyone that stopped by?
Oh, sure. They loved watching you kick my butt since I hadn't played in almost a year. Yes, sure. Was Hogwarts even mentioned? We didn't do the Steam Awards yet. We're still bashing Astrobot about the Game Awards still. The previous Game Awards. The Steam Awards were actually announced yesterday, the winners. During the day. They just posted it on Steam. And we're gonna go over that as soon as we're done bashing Astrobot. I gotta let Record get it all out though. we
I think
it's a
I'm good.
purging. You think you're good? Okay, we
Hmm.
can move on from Astrobot then because like I did put the no Astrobot up on the thumbnail because I'm so glad they're not even mentioned at all. But Mrs.
Mm.
Cassandra wanted to know if Hogwarts was even mentioned. I'm not sure. I did vote on Steam, but I don't remember seeing the name. Was it last year?
Um,
Chris? I'm not sure. Oh, at the Game Awards? I can Google it for you.
I don't
I'll, I'll,
know.
I'm Googling it right now. Was Hogwarts mentioned or nominated at the Game Awards 2024? There we go. Um, Zero nominations for Hogwarts Legacy. Sorry, Mrs. Cassandra, but the Game Awards totally dissed Hogwarts too. Yep.
I wonder why.
Because Astrobot's a turd, because it's obviously we have a term for that in New Jersey. Do you want to know what it is?
What's the term?
Pay for play.
Yeah,
You
sounds
know what I'm
about right.
saying? Sounds about right,
Mm.
right? You know what I'm saying? Hands be greased, people, and integrity be flushed. Okay? That's what happened. That's what happened.
Hmm.
Somebody bowed down to a bigger player because they had to, because they actually had awful games out there and they needed something in the running. And they thought nobody would notice a cute little Astrobot that was just totally full of plagiarism and bad gameplay and ridiculous. Like they just slide it right in there. We noticed.
Even though, like, Game of the Year is meant to be the most. I mean, from what I understood, the Game of the Year should have been the most popular game that was available. And
Yeah.
we all know what game that was.
Shall we get to the actual stuff? Yeah,
Yeah, actually, let's get to it.
let's
Who's
get
ready
to
to
it.
see? Who's
We'll
ready
do
to
it.
see what Game of the Year is in the Steam Awards?
In the
The one
Steam
that's
Award.
actually controlled by the people or the
Who play the
gamers.
game, who the people
Mm-hmm.
who buy the game, play the game, make the game, instead of the people that promote the game. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. What do you guys think? I mean, those of you, I know a couple of you in the chat are actual gamers. Like, what do you think the best game of the year was? Or before we get up there, for play and everything, like just best all around game that came out. It had to have come out in 2024, though. Oh, Gary's Mod. Oh, I don't even know what that is.
Mrs. C, you can't use that one. Gary's mod is like ancient.
I don't even know what it is. I'm glad you're here because she could be pulling it off on me. Are you
Gary's mod
calling?
is like what? Um, the
Did you
what?
see what
Come
you see? Did you
out.
see what Shill wrote? She said, "Are you calling someone a shill, Claire? How dare you? That's it. I'm gonna tell everyone. Yup, I'm gonna tell everyone how awesome you are for free." Thank you, Shill. I'm glad. I ain't paying anybody to tell anybody I'm awesome. Believe me. But thank you. I
Gary's mod
appreciate that.
Gary's mod is nearly 20 years old.
Mrs. Cassandra, you're trying to mess with me. I know I'm game dumb. I get it. I'm really game dumb.
It
But
came out in '06.
in '06, oh my god, that's 18 years ago. Like, that's 18. Oh my
It's old
god.
enough to drink now.
Gary's
At least
mod
in
is
New
old enough
Zealand.
to drink. I'm glad your son likes to play it, Mrs. Cassandra. Maybe we shall have, maybe if he likes to play it, maybe Wrecker will teach me how to play it. Like if it's
Oh,
18, yeah.
I could teach you how to play Gary's mod.
Yeah, okay. And Half-Life
Yeah,
2.
it'll be heaps of fun.
All right, so since nobody wants to actually tell us who they really thought might be in the awards, let's just look at. I guess we can't look at the nominations first because they're just going to show us the results, right? But I
I
guess
think so, yeah.
we'll just get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Who's ready?
I'm ready. I'm hoping. I kind of know what the first one is. Only the first one because I stole the beginning of the thumbnail. The thumbnail. And it just happened to be my favorite game. Oh, you can troll me, Mrs. Cassandra. I'm enjoying it. Your kind of trolling I like because that's like real trolling with good humor and no harm. Like, I love it.
Okay, drum roll, please. No.
No,
The
no drum
winner
roll.
game of the year for 2004, that 2024 Steam Awards is
And this is based on gameplay. Here we go. Presenting.
Black Myth Wukong.
Woo! Yes, because that monkey, besides his feet, was lit. That game was
It
awesome.
was awesome.
And I only know because I didn't play, right? You know this. I just watched you play for a long time and went through the whole thing. The story was great. The characters were wonderful. The gameplay, man, was there a lot of slicing and dicing and just enough blood. There was
Mm-hmm.
action, there was story, and I gotta tell you, the graphics were beautiful. Like I just
Oh,
would
the
walk.
graphics were gorgeous.
For somebody to sit on the side and actually just watch, you know, this, and be entertained, that says a lot for a game, you know,
Mm.
because it was so involved. You were barely talking to all of us in the chat while you're playing because you were really involved with the characters and everything and doing what you had to do. Like, so, but we were absolutely entertained. How was your experience with this game? I mean, you actually played it.
It was infuriatingly fun. But that's how any good game should be anyway.
Yeah, except for the ugly monkey feet. Every time you showed those ugly monkey feet, like I was about to throw up. Like Mrs. Cassandra's right. She said she thought I hated that game because of the ugly monkey feet. No, but that's how wonderful the game was that I actually kept going back every day to watch him play it, even though there was the risk that I would see those feet. Like I would actually complain a lot in the chat if he showed those feet. You could ask him. Like I gave him a hard time.
Yeah,
Like
those feet were just,
they were ugly. They were
uh,
horrendous.
yep. They were like
But
some OnlyFans feet.
yeah, but the rest of the monkey wasn't so bad. I'll tell you that. Like, but you did wear some really weird things. Like, I don't know. Yeah,
I did.
yeah,
I
you
admit
did.
it, I did.
You're a menace up there. All right, so that was game of the
Oh,
year, and you're really
and,
happy about that, huh?
and the finalists
Oh
were
yeah, yeah.
Warhammer Space Marines 2,
Ooh,
Wukong,
that.
Boltro, Stalker 2, and Helldivers.
Wow. You know what? The first one in Helldivers, you played both of those, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
and I
do want
know.
to play Stalker 2 at some point.
Oh, that's one you don't hit. Because, like, I know people from the asylum and all around that I know that game played all of those, like, most of those games, you know.
Mm,
So that was some pretty good competition there. I am glad Wukong won, though. I know.
yep, I am
Oh,
too.
oh yes, Cleet, you play Stalker? How is it?
I need to save up all my ruples. to
Yeah.
to buy it.
Hmm. Icarus,
It
it's what kind of game is this? Now, I'm not really good about. Is
Stalker.
this no Wukong? Is that
Oh,
RPG
uh,
role play game?
Wukong is what's kind of called a Souls-like. So it's designed to be unapologetically difficult. Um, but like it's how do I put it? It's unapologetically difficult, and it's very like you have to adapt to the game. The game never adapts to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, but it is like a role play game, right? It's a story where you're playing a role through a story.
It's kind of like a role play game.
What would well, Souls like because it's a challenge, right? And I know
Yeah.
that in Wukong, would you say like if you made a mistake, if you collected something before you should have, or you didn't collect something, you really did affect the outcome of the game at the end.
Yeah, and you miss out on certain secrets and stuff like that, which sucks.
All right, Mrs. Cassandra's about to get put in timeout. Do you see what she just wrote?
Oh dear. What did she write this time?
Astrobot was game of the year. How could Steam not include it?
I wonder why.
I wonder why. Because it's a shit game of the year. That's why, Mrs. Cassandra. Because the Game Awards lost their freaking mind. That's why.
Hmm.
Hi,
It became
Cal.
the Sony Awards.
It did. It became, oh, let's kiss the butt of Sony just because they had such a bad year with all the other game releases they have. And
Hmm.
you know that's true, Wrecker. I'm not speaking out of turn here. You know they had failure after failure after failure. And so what did they do? They were like, "Don't go away, poor boo boo Sony. We'll just give you a game of the year so you stick around." When they really should have just trashed them and like told them to get lost and do better. But nope,
Yep.
nope.
These are
They
the same
rewarded them.
people that uh essentially um burnt $400,000, if not
Mhm.
more, on a game that was just essentially a reskin of Overwatch, a poor reskin of Overwatch, which is a
Mhm.
first-person shooter game. There's a 6v6 first-person shooter game, and the game they made was called Concord. It was terrible. It looked atrocious.
Oh, it got trashed so bad too. Even I
Well,
enjoyed the comments on that one.
they we get as gamers we get told if you don't like it, don't buy it, and we didn't buy it.
Right, and they still gave it. They still freaking put it in there. Yeah.
Hmm.
So Icarus says that he has played like Exile 2, which is like Elden Ring,
Oh,
Path of
Path of
Exile
Exile
2.
2.
Yeah,
Um,
it's one of the Diablo
it's
clones.
a yeah. Diablo is like a top-down RPG.
Mhm.
Well, is it
It's
top-down
the
or
it's
isometric?
I don't
I think it's
know.
isometric.
Mm, I agree, Sleep. The absolute Wukong, the dark ambience was award winning. The telling of the Sun Wukong story was just brilliant. And it was entertaining the whole way through, even just watching somebody else play it. Like, and actually, I've been thinking it might be the first actual game I learned how to actually game. I think I want to play it actually. Mhm.
Mm,
Although I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I won't be doing that public, people. It's bad enough you watch me get my butt kicked in golf. My record, the is here. Hey, Grace, how you doing? Um, Overwatch, is the Overwatch game like the Overwatch anime?
there's an Overwatch anime.
No, is it? No, that no. I'm sorry. That's Overlord, the skeleton guy. Never mind.
Oh, it's
I'm
definitely not like that.
Yeah. I got confused for a second there. Let's go on to the next category before I lose like
Okay.
my mental acuity here.
The next game is VR Game of the Year, and that
Oh,
is Metro Awakening. I don't
oh,
have any I don't have any like VR stuff, so I have no skin in this one. I I voted for Blade and Sorcery because it looked kind of cool.
I kind of I actually voted for Metro, I think. Because I actually thought that the graphics in that were kind of cool. But I think that's virtual reality gaming, right? That is a
Yes.
whole different
Yeah,
setup.
it's a whole nother ball game.
Sleep has played Metro, but has anyone played VR yet? Like I know this is like it could be out of um out of our range as far as monetarily the equipment and stuff like that that you need. I mean, it's a big investment, isn't it?
It
Folks.
is very cost prohibitive.
Oh, so your husband plays VR, but he likes Batman? Oh, it didn't
Oh no,
get
there's a
nominated.
VR. There's a VR Batman.
Yeah, that's what she said, a Batman VR. Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm. You're still testing it out, Cass? It does sound intriguing. Well, definitely we didn't have any skin in this category whatsoever. I wonder what,
Mm.
so, no. We just got Metro Quest 3, Mrs. Cassandra. Cool. So there's like a whole series of that then. So they're familiar with the game. Right. Have you played any of the Metros, Rep?
I think I have briefly I have briefly had a small seizure. No,
I'm
I
so
had
glad
briefly
it's not just me, it's you too. So I like feel so much better.
I briefly played a little bit of one of them called Metroid 2033, I think it was.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't too long ago. Yeah. We're
Oh,
both
I think
suffering
that one
from
was a while ago.
we are both suffering from two late nights of New Year's Eve celebrations. This like across the world stuff gets to me.
Mm,
It's bad enough it's one day, but you do 2 days in a row like that. Like I think that's why we're fumbling a little bit. Like it's too
yep.
early. It's too freaking early. I haven't finished my first cup of coffee, just so you all know. Like it's danger zone here.
I don't
Hey,
even think I started my first cup of coffee.
oh gosh, like oh yee. I'm feeling really bad for you now. We should go to the next category before you lose your place.
Okay. The next one is Labor of Love Award, and the winner is
Ah,
Elden Ring.
yes, awesome. Okay,
This
Elden
game
Ring.
has been out for a while. The team is well past the debut of their creative baby, but being the good parents they are, these devs continue to nurture and support the creation. This game to this day is still getting new content after all these years. Yes. And
Wow,
Elden Ring after the DLC Shadows of the Erd Tree, fantastic. I played it, I finished it, it was amazing, so absolutely pleased with it.
wow.
I
This
do,
is
I do,
amazing that they have an award like this to actually, applaud them for sticking with it and giving the people that love the game more content.
mm,
Like nobody likes to see their series die. Like you enjoy something, like and then they just stop doing it, and you're just like, why? Like why? I was like, it's such a part of my life, and it doesn't get redundant. It's still fresh. Like you could play this version and fall in love with the game. Is what I'm saying. Like you could. It was beautiful.
exactly. Um, I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
Oh, I'm
um,
sorry. I didn't mean to
it's
cut you
okay.
off. Yeah. Mrs. Cassandra said Elden Ring can be hard to get past certain things.
Oh yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, it's Souls like, which means it's task
Hmm.
oriented and you have to
It
do
is.
yeah.
It is made by the team that essentially created the genre of Souls-like.
Mm-hmm. It,
Okay,
so
but Baldur's Gate gets a free update this year with new subclasses.
yeah, okay.
It's only It's only a little. It's only a little thing, Chris. Come on, you can't say that it deserved to win.
Yeah. But they at least, I will give them credit for at least doing an update and giving you something new. So who
Yeah,
else
it's
was in
better
the
than a lot
running
of
for this?
ones.
Who else was in the running
Stardew
for this?
Valley. Stardew Valley is actually a. Stardew Valley is one of those games where you lose a whole lot of time and you just it's gone. You go in, you play a little bit, and before you know it, 3 days had passed and you hadn't slept a wink.
Really, it just sucks you in that bad, huh? Like, oh,
I mean, especially if you if especially if you add the mods, it can be a lot of fun. It is a farming simulator kind of thing, but it's also got some other elements that tend to be that sort of make it fun.
mhm.
Like what was the other? It of course it has fishing because fishing in games is always fun.
What?
Where,
Fishing, wait, fishing in games is always fun? Like, are you being
yeah,
sarcastic?
no, fishing in games is fun. It's always lots of fun
Okay.
when you got fishing in fishing mini games.
Okay. I'll just have to disagree with that one, but like, I'll let you have it because you're the expert. Like, you play a lot more than I do. But I have never had fun fishing. I mean, fishing in Minecraft sucks. I mean, that's one of the only things I can
Oh,
debate it.
Minecraft is a terrible measuring stick for fun fishing ones.
Oh my
Like
god, they're all agreeing with you, so I'll have to go with you guys because you're real gamers and I'm not. But I mean, the only thing I can compare it to was playing an actual fishing game. It was just about fishing, and it was horrible, like horrible.
it's not that in depth. Like those actual like fishing games are kind of crazy how in depth they are. But no, I like a good fishing mini game.
Okay.
It's certainly heaps of fun.
Well,
It
it
also
didn't
had
me.
like kind of dungeon crawler thing where you went into where you go into like a well what is essentially a dungeon and fight your way down the levels to get better equipment and stuff like that. It's heaps of fun.
Mm. Well, it's something to look forward to, Mrs. Cassandra. You can go fishing. Wow. But so who else was nominated? Like here, I mean, we know like
Dota is always like Dota is one of the most like well known what's it called again strategy. I think it's a strategy game. I can't
mhm.
remember the actual term for it, but it's essentially just a top down strategy game um where you take MOBA. That's it. Um, was it massive
It,
online battle arena or something?
yep, that's what he said. MOBA. That's
Um,
the term, Icarus. Thank you, Icarus, for helping us with the terminology there. It's called a MOBA. Yeah,
hmm,
yeah.
but it's lots of fun.
He said it's a League of Legends clone. Whichever one came first, like whichever one, Dota or League of Legends. Either way, it sounds like they're similar.
hmm, both Stalker and Metro franchises are plenty dungeon crawling. Oh, now I really
Oh,
want to play Stalker too. Okay, I don't think I'll even be able to get it, but dreams are free, right?
yeah.
Um,
Or
Claire, if you're going to do anything about uh,
do you mean
anime
awards?
awards,
Uh,
there's anime awards.
if there are, oh, I could hear it in his voice. He got excited, and so did I. Like, if there are awards, link me. I want to know about these because I'd be all over it. I am really into anime over the last
Mm,
like four, like right before COVID. I would say I got into anime a little bit. And then when COVID hit, I got really into it. And now, uh, you know, I have been force fed anime on a daily basis by a certain menace that shall remain nameless, although everybody knows who he is.
Man, I'm still waiting to find out who he is.
Yeah, you curious? Yeah, very
Mm.
curious. Oh, Crunchyroll.
Believe
You know what?
Crunchyroll does it.
Well, I definitely have a subscription over there. We will be checking that out, Mrs. Cassandra. Would you
Yeah, let
like to
me.
join us, Mrs. Cassandra, since you're such an anime buff yourself? I mean, we could have a three-way with that one. I have to watch Friend. What is Friend? Frien. Is that a new anime? Yes,
Uh.
yes, Jin. Crunchyroll is still a thing. Do I watch Western anime style shows? Well, yes and no, Icarus. There was this one that was done old fashioned. In who was the bad guy in that one? He was the that vampire guy. What was the name of that
Oh,
one?
you mean
It was
not
so cool.
Castlevania.
Not Castlevania, the other one that you
Helsing.
showed me.
No,
No,
yeah,
no, not
Helsing.
even that one. Not even that one. The one that was done like after we watched those two, you showed me one that had good music in it. It was all red and black style and everything, and it was done, and it was really hokey. In it was done like Western anime style, but it was the only one I really actually enjoyed.
Hmm.
Um, but I anyway, Western anime style. Do you mean like American? No, I actually like a lot of different styles of anime. Um, uh, Titans was one of the best. Jujutsu Kaisen is still my absolute favorite. But I really enjoyed so many. I What was the first one we watched together that I Seven Deadly Sins. It's kind of like in my heart, like
Hmm.
so. I'm not sure what Western anime style is, Icarus. Like when I watched Jujutsu Kaisen, I watched it subtitled. I watched it in its original Japanese version,
Oh,
and
were
I
you
read
meaning
the manga.
Castlevania?
Mm. No, I wasn't meaning Castlevania. I was meaning a character like the guy in Castle. Not no in Helsing, but it was different. It was I'll think of it. It had three words in the name. In I don't know. And for some reason, it reminded me of a western. The title, but it wasn't.
Huh.
I
I
haven't
have to try
watched
and figure it
either
out.
of those Icarus, but we've watched like Delicious in the Dungeon. Like I think it's funny, and I watched that. Um, I haven't watched Dragon Prince or Legend of Von Machina, but I've watched like I like Solo Leveling. What was that other one that we watched about with the gun in? Can't. I'm really bad with the names. Record knows. Like we've watched so many.
We have watched a lot. Like a lot.
A lot, a lot. But
W-
anyway, but anyway, we will do the game awards because, as you can tell, we are into it, and I hope you'll join us, Icarus, because like I love getting new anime to watch. And Mrs. Cassandra was Frien the name of that anime. Oh, oh,
yeah, I'm
good.
trying
Thank
to
you.
find it. I can't seem to find it, unfortunately.
Yeah, Mrs. Cassandra, send me anything you have on that one you want me to watch because you and I have similar tastes in some of those. Like But anyway,
Hmm.
we should get back to the awards, like, because we could
Yes,
do the
yes, we
anime
should.
awards, like when we do the anime awards.
Hmm. Okay. So,
I
the
did.
next one is Best Game on Steam Deck Award. God of War. Oh my god, I
Oh
haven't played
yay!
it. I've seen it played. It is a fantastic game. I watched a playthrough of it. Absolutely awesome game. Glad it won. 100% deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
This game was so good you wanted to take it everywhere. You grabbed your Steam Deck and did. Luckily, everything that made it endlessly playable at your desk got even better on the go.
Oh wow.
Absolutely.
Mrs. Cassandra is excited that this one won too. Thanks for the correction on the spelling, Mrs. Cassandra. And Icarus, we did watch Full Metal Alchemist, The Brotherhood. We started to watch
Hmm.
Hunter versus Hunter and we never finished. And we are definitely going to look up Vox Machina. Remember that. And the other name is Frierin. It's Frien. And I am going to write these all down for you for later so that we can just go with the words. Um, but I do appreciate the recommends, guys, because currently we're finishing up Kagan right now, which is kind of like an offshoot of Baki. He's like a fighting style one where we're learning about all of the arts and stuff, and it's there's a lot of big muscle built men in this one, Mrs. Cassandra. Just for the record,
Hmm.
if you like to watch guys in tiny bits of clothes with nothing but muscles in anime, like that's the one for you. Watch Baki or watch Kagan. And Quiz, if you're still here, it's not bad.
I
You should watch it too. There's a lot of wrestling going on. Like it's pretty.
I I loved Baki at the beginning. The thing that really frustrated me was towards the end of Baki, it ended up just becoming a slideshow. It was just like frame after frame of just like it. There was no actual action. It was just a slideshow. It was so annoying.
It was because they were explaining the art to us. And actually, what he thought was annoying, I thought was great because I was learning about the martial arts, like the different styles and what it represented, some of the history. And he was getting annoyed, like, come on, let's just get to it. Like, but it just shows you that the same show could be beneficial like, in two different ways. Hey,
Mm.
Lucky, nice to see you. Baki is so
Hey,
not.
Lucky, how's it going?
It so is. If you think Baki is so nuts, you gotta watch Keegan. Like Keegan is like balls to the wall. I'm telling you, like that's the only way I can
Yeah,
describe it.
Keegan,
Eh.
Keegan Ashura.
The animation is great, Mrs. Cassandra, and Keegan is just as good on the animation. The Baki animation was insane.
Keegan Ashura actually is one of the only anime that I to tolerate using like 3D graphics for to look sort of like drawn. It does the drawn 3D look really well,
Mhm.
really well. Actually, kind of surprisingly well.
We have watched even anime about the gods, like the Zeus one, and the war one that we just watched. We've watched Vikings. We watched what was that one? Valhalla, and we watched
Yeah.
another.
Oh,
Oh, Vinlandia
oh, Vinland
Saga.
Saga was awesome.
Vinland Saga was awesome. Like
Mm.
we really don't have a favorite style. I don't think, do we? I mean, with you, because
Um,
like
we like the
jujitsu.
action ones the most.
Oh yeah, I am a bloodthirsty cretin, aren't I? Yes, I do like. I do like a good battle. Yeah, I do. But I like the
We,
storyline too, which is what I loved about Seven Deadly Sins. I loved when they kicked people's butts. Yes, I did. But I loved the
mm,
intrigue plot and the twists and everything, which is another thing I liked about Demon Slayer in Black
mm,
Clover. In Black Clover, I truly enjoyed not knowing who the bad guys really were. Like, because even the good guys were bad guys sometimes. And I loved it.
I
I yeah,
I love that subversive storytelling you where it blurs the lines between what is good and what is bad because like that's real life. Let's be honest here. There is no such thing as pure evil and there's no such thing as pure good in real life.
yeah.
Uh,
No,
it
there's not. Yeah,
anyone talk to any anyone can as long as they can rationalize it, they can say that it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Something that we might consider being evil and bad to us, they might say, "Oh, well, actually, that's justified. That's good."
Mm-hmm.
Like,
When you, it's
uh,
true. I You do like the ones that have a little bit of realistic life storytelling to it, you know.
mm,
Whereas, like when I watched Titan, I can never remember the full title of that one. That
Attack on
actually,
Titan.
Attack on Titan destroyed me emotionally by the time we were
Attack
done.
on Titan was probably the most brutal anime that has ever existed. I
It is.
I don't I have yet to find an anime that is as uh, brutally graphic and
Mm-hmm.
raw as Attack on Titan,
Mm-hmm.
and do the and successfully um like pull off a really powerful suspension of disbelief.
Mm-hmm.
Eh, I don't know, like the way that they wrote it was just next level.
It was, but we should get on with the awards because we're going to do the Crunchy Awards like soon.
Yes. Okay.
Miss Sandra did send us the information, so we'll check it out after the stream. Have you
Mm,
watched Saga of Tanya the Evil? No, I haven't, but I'm writing it down.
nope.
Thank you. I do not recognize that title, but we'll be looking for it. Like I'm serious. We are looking every day for because everything we watch is like waiting on another series or translations. Because by the way, we only watch the
Dubbed.
dub, like because we can't like do the subtitle thing together when we're watching because like there first of all there's a time difference like between the two of us and the delay, so it's not good. But so I usually have
And
to
I
wait for the subbed version to come out. I mean the
and
dubbed
I
version.
like being able to watch the show instead of spending
Mhm.
like I want to be able to watch a 25-minute show in 25 minutes, not not an hour because I had to stop it, rewind, go back to the caption, read it, press play, then wait for the next line to come up, then pause it, read it.
Mhm.
Just no.
Yep. You know, and let's be honest, it's not like he really gets to watch 25 minutes and 25 minutes. I mean, I am there and I do interrupt him because I can't help but talk and ask questions. But at least it doesn't take an hour. I mean, I've gotten better at it. Like, at least we understand what's going on, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
all right, let's go on to the next award. I'm glad that this game that you guys like actually got the best game on Steam Deck. What does that mean, Steam Deck? That means you can only play
The
it through
Steam
Steam?
No, the Steam Deck is like a portable handheld console, like the
Oh,
Game
okay.
Boy, but
Oh,
better.
like, okay. But better? Oh, that's saying
Mm.
something. Okay. All right.
Okay, the next one is Better with Friends Award, and of course,
Hell that.
Helldivers takes it.
Because democracy. Like, you need the
Democracy
teamwork.
is
Yes.
democracy is beautiful
It
when
is.
it comes to Helldivers. Helldivers is the most democratic, is the most just, and is the most righteous of all games.
It is kind of fun to watch you guys play together. Like, it is kind of hysterical. Like, yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
like my favorite part is the big nasty bugs. Like there are robots as you
Squishing
said
them. Yep.
because they really it's very graphically squishable. It's good.
Yes.
I'm glad it won. Who were they up against though? Could you read off the others? Like it's
So Better with Friends award goes to Helldivers 2. There are some games out there that just aren't the same when you play by yourself. Maybe
mm-hmm,
you need to have a friend to watch your back. Maybe you need to have a friend that can stab in that you can stab in their back. Either way, fun is awaiting those who gather friends together. Uh, play this game. Wait, what?
mm-hmm.
Fun is awaiting those who gather friends together. Play this game.
Okay.
That's a sentence.
The
Yes.
dish watch? Yes, I don't know. But
Uh, the finalists were Sons of the Forest, very good game, very interesting game. I haven't played it, but I've seen it played. Space Marines 2, fantastic game, always good. Space Marines 2 is the blood and gore of fun.
hmm
Satisfactory, also a very good game if you like the building type
is that
games.
the I doesn't Quiz play that game?
I
Patrick? Like
believe Quiz
I,
does, yeah.
I believe we watched them building like amazing like machinery in factories and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. That was very involved, very, very involved. Like that, it was
Yep.
cool. Yeah.
The other one is I want to play Power World at some point. At some point I'll get it.
I like the idea of like, is that the one where you get to kill the Pokemon? Like, I don't think I want to do.
Yes.
I, I mean, I, yeah, that could be addicting. I think I should stay
Mm.
away from it. Like all those cute fuzzy, like I want to squish Jigglypuff like into oblivion. Actually, yes, that's something that I've got my eyes on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um.
All right, next
Yeah.
one.
Power World is probably one that I'll play once. Uh. If I. At some
Uh-huh.
point.
There's so many you want to play. I know. I know.
I honestly really want to play Stalker 2. Once I can get the funds together, I'm absolutely getting Stalker 2. It's such a cool looking game, and the Stalker game is heaps of fun as well.
Okay. Did you
Okay,
pick it? Maybe. I don't know. I just want to watch like a lot of pink fluffy things just get annihilated. Like, yeah. Mm.
yes. And so the next one is Outstanding Visual Style Awards. Visual
Oh, pull
style
it up
doesn't
more. Pull it up.
aspire to real world graphic fidelity, though a noble goal in itself. It describes distinctive look and feel that suffuses an entire game. Damn, pulling out them university words.
Can you pull it up a little bit more? Because they can't see the whole thing. You're
And
halfway.
the
Yeah.
winner is Silent Hill 2,
Ooh.
which is, well, once again, iconic game.
I've heard a lot about it. Not just from you, but from everybody says that it was stunning.
Mm,
But but you didn't play it. I didn't get to watch you
no,
play
I
it.
haven't played that one yet. I have seen it played. I've watched some playthroughs. It is fantastic. It has a fantastic atmosphere. Just, it is a great game.
Well, how would you put it compared to Wukong for visual style? Because
Uh,
I was
very,
very
very
impressed.
different. Very, very different.
But like the graphic quality and all, was it there? Yeah, it must be if they got visual
It,
style.
it's, well, it's stylized. It's not like super, realistic looking like Black Myth Wukong. What and Black Myth Wukong, to be fair, isn't very realistic looking either. But
No.
it's
Mm.
Silent Hill is very stylized,
Okay. All right. So I get
and
the. Yeah.
it went up against Metaphor, which is apparently another very good game. Uh, Neva, uh, Nin Souls, and Hades 2. Hades 2's fun.
You played
I
that, right?
yeah.
Yeah. hmm
I obviously I wouldn't put it much higher than
I
like
I don't like the style of that kind of game, like that one where the players are all little down there, like doing
the
stuff.
isometric.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't like that.
Mm,
But then I'm not playing it; I'm watching it. So watching it, it's rather dull. You know what I mean?
mm,
Like you don't get to see the action. Like I know you're kicking butt, but I don't see the butt kicked. You know what I mean?
yeah, I understand that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's just not as much fun as watching, a
Mm.
full size play game, so to speak.
The next one is Most Innovative Game Award. The designer of this game, are at the front lines of creative experimentation, bringing a fresh perspective and
Mm.
brain-breaking surprises. This game delighted, inspired, and entertained with newness never played before. And the winner is Lars Bar.
Wow, I like that brain breaking. Like I like those I like the terminology they use there. That's
Mm-hmm.
impressive. Yeah. Who were they up
I
against?
actually don't know why I picked Helldivers for that, to be honest.
Oh, it shows us who you picked, not who won. See, I thought the
Yeah.
highlighted one. Oh,
No. Lars
well,
Bar.
I know why you picked Helldivers because it's probably the only one up there you played.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Because you didn't play. You said you didn't play Stalker, but you want to,
No.
right? What's
Yes.
the? What are the other three?
Boltro, Lars Bar, and Satisfactory.
Has anybody played Lars Bar? I mean, wonder what kind of game it is. I'm gonna write it down. We can check it out.
Let me
I
see.
I've not heard anything about it. Actually, that name escapes me.
What is
Uh
it?
oh.
Okay.
Uh oh. Oh.
Welcome to Liar's Bar,
Oh, Liars Bar, sorry.
Oh,
where
Liar's
trust is a
Bar.
gamble and deceit is the game.
Oh no, dogs playing
Three
poker.
fours.
Think you
Oh,
can
no,
sniff out a
pig.
bluff or pull one
Oh
off
my
yourself?
God. Don't trust the pig.
5 fours. Raise the stakes or call the bluff.
Liar.
They're all liars. All of them.
Outsmart, outplay, and outlast.
Liar's dice. Okay, liar's dice. All right. Oh my God. Look at this. This is silly, but it does look like it would be fun. I don't know.
This game was carried entirely by furries. I guarantee it.
I was just gonna say. Oh my God. All right. Well, I can
Okay.
think. All right. Okay. Liar's Bar. Like, of course, they're all liars. Of course they are.
Mm-hmm. The next one is Games You Suck At Award. This game
It's
that
Wukong.
this is a game that rewards persistence and is not for the faint of heart. It's the toughest game we've ever loved. And of course, Black Myth Wukong.
Of course.
Absolutely.
And you know what? And that's a testament because even though you knew early on that you made a mistake, you continued to the end knowing it because it was that much fun to play. I mean, that really says
Mm-hmm.
like it was difficult though.
It
It was
was
very
very difficult.
but it was beautiful. It was beautiful and entertaining the whole time.
Mm.
Games you suck at award of all of them. Exactly, Icarus. If it was me, I would be like, oh, yup, every single one of them. I've got no coordination. I never know what to do. I make too many mistakes. Like I barely can walk around. Seriously.
Lucky I didn't know Patrick was in this game.
I know.
Oh, burn.
Oh, I know. It must be. I know which character it was.
In Liar's Bar, I believe.
Yes, he was talking about Liar's Bar. I know
Mm.
exactly when he said it when the other character was up. So
Mm.
who was the other games that are difficult and that people suck at but they
The other
still like
ones
to
were the
play?
finals, Dragon Ball Star, I think something
I,
zero. Let's see.
I didn't even know there was a new
Sparking,
Dragon Ball.
Sparking
Oh,
Zero,
Sparking Zero. Okay. Oh, the
and then
Ghost one.
Ghost of the next one, which is Ghost of Tsushima. Oh no, yeah,
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima, and then Tekken 8 or
I
Tekken
was
8.
yeah. Oh wow. They're all tough games. I've heard that Ghost is tough and very involved. Um,
Mm. Ghost is another very tough game.
I've
Lots of
watched
fun.
I've watched Charlie, Moist Critical. I watched him play that a little bit. I haven't
Mm,
watched anybody play Tekken though, but I've heard a lot about it.
mm. Tekken's fun. Best Soundtrack Award. This unsung hero deserves to be recognized for its outstanding musical score.
Oh,
It's the OST with the most.
mm,
It's the OST with the most. Oh my god.
the O's.
Really, Steam? You had to do that? Okay.
Well, they had to. There are awards. There has to be some corny wordplay in there somewhere. Come on, wait. It's like required. You know, it's
Mm
they're just sticking with the plan. Red Dead Redemption won, and that's who you voted for. What were the
hmm.
other
Mm hmm.
runners up?
One was Frostpunk, one was Horizon, one was Silent Hill 2, and one was Fate Stay Night.
Fate Stay Night has some excellent music
Yes.
all around,
Great
and so did
anime.
it's a wonderful quiz recommended that one to us, didn't he? And we
Mm
absolutely loved it. We absolutely
hmm.
love the retelling of the story over and over in different oh my god, it's like amazing. But
Mm
Silent Hill, we've heard some of that music. Like I saw some clips. It was pretty. It's really good.
hmm. Yeah.
So I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah.
I've never heard anything on Red Dead Redemption. Did you play that game? Yeah.
I haven't played Red Dead Redemption. I've heard it is a fantastic game. Like, absolutely phenomenal.
It's been around for a while. Jinsu is referring to it as an OG. So like it's been around for a while, huh?
Mm hmm.
Hmm. I don't know. Hmm. I didn't even know that
Absolutely.
they gave an award for soundtrack. This is very involved.
Mm hmm.
Yeah. So I think Steam's doing a good job. Nobody seems that offended by the winners.
No, they actually picked some good ones. Outstanding Story, Rich Game
Oh,
Award, Black Myth Wukong.
yes! I'm so happy. That's the third award for them.
These are the
This
Black Myth Wukong Awards.
I was snowed over by that game. I'm telling you. I'm kind of happy to see them winning. I'm a little biased here.
Some days only a narrative heavy game will hit the spot, and this one packs a wallop. It's a gripping as any it's as gripping as any soap opera and as well tuned as a prestige TV screenplay. Bravissimo for making us feel things. Yes, Black Myth Wukong. Fantastic.
It even made me feel bad for the pig man once or twice, even though I couldn't stand the little pig.
It's you know, it's actually it's actually kind of crazy because Final Fantasy is uh, obviously I picked Black Myth Wukong, but
Oh,
Final
obviously.
Fantasy has some of the best storytelling out there.
Hmm.
Final Fantasy storytelling is well, there's a reason why when people talk about JRPGs, Final Fantasy is right up in there.
Hmm. Yep.
Uh, Ghost of Tsushima, I I can't really speak on that one, and Stalker 2 can't really speak on that one, and Mouthwashing I don't really know that one either.
That sounds really weird, actually, for
Mm,
the game for a game title. But for Ghosts, I mean, I've only seen it when Moist was playing it. In there
hmm.
was a good, it did have like I was interested. I was watching somebody play it, so it did have a good storyline. But
Isn't Wukong based on the Monkey King stories from China?
yes,
Yes, it is.
yes, uh,
Absolutely.
it's specifically one called Sun Wukong, Sun Wukong, and it's
Journey to the West.
yep, it is actually really good. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Jinxu, it was excellent for the storytelling. I'd have to agree with them getting the award, but I am a bit biased. And we're gonna know about the storytelling in Stalker 2 once Record gets it together and we start playing that one. It would be fun. I look forward
Once
to
I
it.
can.
Yeah, you will. Listen.
Being a student can really suck sometimes. You go from being like in society earning money to like student and you go Hey,
It's just you know,
what is affordability?
university poor is what they call it.
Yeah,
Yes.
but yes,
We let's just
Black
call
Myth
them.
Wukong.
We'll call them the ramen years. That's what
Yeah, the
everybody
ramen.
calls
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah, the
That's the
ramen
one.
years.
Ramen years.
The
Yeah.
ramen years as we get through university, no matter when it
Mm-hmm.
is. Like, they're the ramen years. Okay, everybody knows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I gotta applaud you though. You're sticking it out. Good for you.
Always do.
Mm.
Sit back and relax award. Farming Simulator 25.
Oh,
That
is that?
I'm not surprised. This game is an antidote to a busy day. It's smooth, it's relaxing, it lets your worries melt away. This game is your moment of zen. Absolutely. Farming Simulator is so expensive, actually. I don't know if anyone realizes how expensive Farming Simulator is. To
I
get
don't.
the entire bundle in New Zealand, it's $119. That is crazy for a
For us,
simulation game on
it
farming.
is. I want to know why a
Well, actually,
fishing
no,
game didn't win. Wait a minute.
that's not as bad because it was. I don't think there were any new fishing games out.
I
But
was just. It's okay. I was just.
actually, now that I look at it, that's actually not too expensive for a simulator game. For one about farming, yeah, I'd say that's pretty expensive. But like, I think Flight Simulator is Windows Flight Simulator is even more
What?
expensive. Flight Microsoft no Microsoft Flight Simulator. Oh no, it's about the same. Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It does.
that's sorry, Microsoft
Yeah.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Hmm.
It sits at like 200 and 220 New Zealand.
Oh my.
Jeez.
So, what other kind of games were the sit back and relax nominees?
There
Like,
was a fishing game.
there
Web
was?
fishing.
Ah.
Yes, there was. Web
So
fishing.
why? That is the ultimate sit back and relax. The fish. Like, why didn't that win? I'm just
Mm. Uh, TCG Card Shop. This is the one that I picked because it's. I
cards.
mean, card games can be relaxing in general. Although to be
It is
fair, like they could also be really intense.
like Duo. Like when we play
Mm.
Duo. Duo's intense. Yeah.
Tiny Glade, which is I don't know about that one. House Flipper 2. That's an interesting one. That you basically buy property, you do it up, and then you sell it.
Oh, like real estate, huh? Okay.
Mm.
Well, farming, people found that relaxing. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep says he wonders if actually real farmers play. I doubt it. I really doubt it. Like
Mm.
the craft alchemy simulator is fun. Sit back and relax game. Right? That sounds like
Potion Craft Alchemy.
yeah, potion craft. Like that sounds something. That sounds like something Quiz would like.
Mm.
It is Quiz who said it too because it
Mm-hmm.
sounds like a lot of like I know he shows us these games with cards that all have potions and you have to do alchemy and stuff like that. And it's very
Potion
interesting.
Craft Alchemist. Oh, actually, that's
Yeah.
not too bad as well.
Yep.
Looks like
Yeah.
a fun little game. Definitely a game to lose a few hours to.
Yeah, I know Sleep. That was like a whole thing because actual pilots actually play flight simulator games. I get that, but I
Mm.
don't know about the farming thing because you don't actually get to see it grow. And it's all about like
Yeah, you
sense
do.
of touch and smell and everything. No, you do. You can watch it on
Oh,
the screen.
oh,
But
you mean like
in
physically watch it? Yeah, yeah.
in real farming, there's like a smell and a feel and a taste to everything. That like is just
Mm.
different. So, yeah. I guess maybe they would if you love farming that much. I mean, why do real fishermen play fishing simulating games? Like, I don't know. Anyway, next category. I'm really
And
sad that the fishing one didn't win here.
I
But
believe that is all of them.
oh, that's it. We did it. Look at
That's
that.
it, everyone. That was fishing.
Look at that.
That was the Steam Awards.
That's it.
You all managed to survive the entire trip through.
You know what? And I actually am okay with all the winners except for the last one. I really would have wanted the fishing one to win,
Mm.
and I do believe I voted for the fishing one. Yeah, Mrs. Cassandra, I'm glad. I'm glad you got a good winner too. I'm very pleased that Wukong got 3 awards, and
Yes.
3 awards for things that stuck out to me in regards to the game itself. I missed the Baldur's Gate 3 award. What did they
Wait,
get?
we missed the Baldur's Gate 3 award? What one
What
was
did they
that?
get? Yeah, which I didn't see them up there. What are you talking about?
Um.
I think he's joshing us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. But next up, since you guys all would find it entertaining, we may actually do the anime awards. Like since we just
Yeah.
like to talk about these still, and we spent a good portion of this stream talking about anime anyway. But that's what
Mm-hmm.
happens whenever anybody brings up anime with us. Like I go all in. I do enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it is an unrealized genre. Like people just don't know what it's contributing to society in general. Like they're dissing it for no reason at all. And more people need to check it out. Actually, give it a chance because it's really good.
Mm.
I know Mrs. Cassandra's been watching Bleach. She was so happy when it came back, when they finally did the next season. She was thrilled. It,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
That's Bleach is an investment. I think Bleach has something like 1,000 episodes. How many
Yep, 10
episodes
damn
of
years. Yeah, but she had to wait 10
Bleach?
years in between when they started it up again.
Oh no, 385 episodes.
Well,
Oh, I was thinking of One Piece. One Piece has like over 1,000 episodes.
oh, I haven't even started that one because it just looks like too much already.
Yeah.
You should have tried reading it. I can imagine. I can imagine. I know I finished the Jujutsu Kaisen manga that you sent me quiz, like, and that was a lot too. So much more than just watching the anime. I really enjoyed it. One Punch
Mm,
Man. We did watch a bit of that, didn't we? But
yeah.
that damn Charlie Brown character was annoying the F out of me. I'm sorry. It really was. Like, it just, yeah. We can go back to it though. We also tried watching Chainsaw Man, but I just laughed at the ridiculousness of it too much. I couldn't even get through the plot. Like it was impossible for a record to watch it with me because I was annoying AF. I was so disco, so to say. I was so disco. I
Mm-hmm.
would not stop like complaining about it and making fun of it like the whole time. I yeah. It was that was horrible. But we'll have to give One Punch Man another shot someday.
Yes, we will. As soon as I can find it available. Actually, can I find it?
One Piece
Um,
is One Piece condensed. No, I have it, Icarus. You funny guy. it's li- it's live action One Piece, and it's good. Okay.
oh yeah, I found One Punch Man. Okay, we can
If
watch it at some point.
if you fly off the handle with annoyance, are you disco volante? Yes. Volunteer. Yes, I am. I am disco volunteer. Yes, I am. If I fly off the handle, I am. Yeah, I'd have to own
Okay.
that. Yeah. So that was more than our hour. That's an hour and 15. What do you say? Anything else you want to say in regards to the awards?
Um, these ones were the only ones that actually represented the gamers.
Well, they are actually good awards because the ones who actually buy, that's been so frustrating. About 2024, and even on like our other shows like What the F, where we talk about social media and all, gaming issues came up a lot. 2024 has been a horrendous year for gaming companies in general, disregarding the people who actually play the games. It became
Mm-hmm.
apparent that they are not listening to the people that are actually spending the money on their product, which to me is stupid because that's just bad business. Like, if you lose the connection with the people you're trying to sell to, you might as well just hang it up. Like, you're not going to make any good decisions anywhere, you know. Um they're just ruining games for no reason whatsoever.
Exactly.
Like, and I don't know about you, you play them, like you actually experience them when they warp out a character, or they do what do you call like a DCL or a DCA, like an addendum to a game, and they just have to rewrite everything because, like, you know um the characters are too feminine, or like this, that, or the other thing, or like, let's just, like, there was a couple of ones where they just put characters in there for no other reason that they were trying to be politically correct in a game that isn't designed, that is a historical game based on a period of time that wasn't politically correct. And so you just want to, like, rewrite history for what? Who's gonna buy that? Like, it's just dumb.
Mm,
Valve looks out for every one of its gamers, especially their money. Ha ha ha. CoffeeZilla. Yes, he did say that. He actually, yes, he did, because he's all over that whole thing with Valve and that whole issue there. Uh,
mm-hmm.
gaming addiction, yes, and gambling addiction, and gamers actually being actually abused, manipulated.
Underage gambling as well.
Yeah, underage, yeah, yes. I love me some CoffeeZilla. I wonder what games he plays. We should find out. I don't know.
Hmm.
That's my questions of the year. What games does CoffeeZilla play, if any, and does he watch anime? And if so, what anime does he watch? Mm, Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Are you searching it right now? You're clicking
Yes, I
like
am.
he's. What anime does CoffeeZilla like? Okay, Rock My World. What do you got? Like, what do you got?
Uh, doesn't say what games CoffeeZilla plays, unfortunately.
Oh, does it say what anime he watches?
Uh,
Hmm.
what,
I guess I guess we could ask like Chat GPT. He might know.
or it'll give us a completely fake answer.
Yeah, well, at least it would be an answer. We could always press it with this could be a completely fake answer from Chat GPT, but this is what they said, which would be the appropriate way to start any conversation where you're getting an answer from Chat GPT, or Grok. OG Solitaire with a deck of cards, probably. I bet you he is kind of old fashioned. Maybe he plays Uno. Like, I don't know. Five card stud or river. Who knows? Yeah.
Mm,
Texas Hold'em. Yeah. Maybe he looks like a poker player to me. Yeah. He probably. Anyway, are we ready? What do you say?
yes, I say it's
Yeah.
been nearly an hour and 20. I think that is the perfect time to call it.
Okay. I'm going to push the button then. Thank you, everybody who tolerated us while we got out
Yes.
our Astrobot disdain out, and and and
Mm-hmm.
and, and letting us like gush over Wukong a little bit. because that was good. And thanks for all the anime suggestions. And we'll be back with something.
Absolutely.
All right. See you soon.
See ya.
Bye. Bye, Rec. Bye, chat. Bye, YouTube.
Bye,
Twitch.
everybody.
Bye, X.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and your life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and your life do what you want. So give me all the scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got